Hey guys, so I just wanted to do a sort of 5-minute video going over Combo Breaker and some of the issues with the game. So I'm just going to go straight out there that this is an opinion. In no way am I right in saying this, or will what I say affect the game positively. It could even have a negative impact on the game. But just from playing it for the first couple of weeks with some high-level players, I feel like these are the things that need to be sort of toned down. The first of all is, I'm going to call them the Pillars of Injustice 2. Sorry, the Pillars of Injustice 1, but they're in Injustice 2. So Superman, Black Adam, Aquaman, and Batman are all just way too strong for the Injustice 2 roster. If you're competing, you need one of these characters on your roster to compete with these other characters. So that's the first thing. I'm not going to go into too much detail because everybody knows these characters and everybody knows why they're so strong, but ultimately their frame data is too good, their traits are probably too good, their footsies are too good, their rushdowns are too good, their wake ups are too good by Black Adam. I'll give you one example for each character. So my example for Black Adam of why he's Injustice 1 character still is his dive kick can be meter burned, and it might be plus on block. I'm not too sure. It might depend on what he's doing, but he's safe. And he does an overhead combo launching dive kick, spends 1 bar a meter. He's safe or plus, whatever. Okay. Cheetah and Injustice 2. This is Injustice 1. Cheetah Injustice 2 character. She does a dive kick. She can't control where it goes. She can't control its trajectory. She can't meter burn it unless it hits. Full combo punishable every single time. Balanced? Not balanced. Not only that, Cheetah for 1 bar gets about 300 damage. Meter burn dive kick, he does that, forward 2-1 trait, forward 2-1 zap thing, 400 damage. Balanced? Not balanced. Superman. Frost Breath, -1. Has a 6 frame down 1, has an 8 frame advancing mid. Staggers for days. Great zoning. Great air dash. Great corner game. -1 on his staggered projectile. Supergirl, Injustice 2 character. Was broken on the beta, admittedly. She's been made into an Injustice 2 character. She does her string. Now granted there's a low in there that you have to watch out for. The full string is -9. Her Frost Breath is -16. She can stagger it with a little bit of pushback to help her out, and she can meter burn it. So she has to spend 1 bar of meter. It's not plus, oh no. It's -5 still. It's still your turn. Balanced. Injustice 1. It's not balanced. This isn't Injustice 2. This is still Injustice 1. Batman. Ridiculous meter build on his projectiles. Can hit confirm from across the screen into grappler. His jumping 2 jails on block into high pressure. He has cancels, which I believe are plus. Maybe they're not, but they're still cancels. You can do them at any point and make them deceptive and stuff. Jumps in whenever he wants. People think that Cheetah flying across the screen is God mode. I cannot, no. Her jumping 1 might as well be minus. She doesn't get anything off jumping 1. Nothing. You can down 1 her out of it every single time. People don't know that because they don't have the matchup knowledge. Her jumping 1, although it's a great air normal and it's balanced for Injustice 2 and it's strong in Injustice 2, in Injustice 1, Batman's jump 2 is good. Jump 2, jails into high pressure, incredible staggers, so many different strings he can throw out of there. Loads of different special enders, EX up Batarang. He can even throw his slide in there if he's feeling confident. His traits too good. Don't need to go on about that one. Aquaman. He basically, it's equip Aquaman, gain footsies. Too good of a string. He's got a plus on block, low starting advancing string. It's too good. He's got from the deep check. He's got a projectile as well that you need to watch out for. His down 2's too good. It's too fast. Covers too much distance in front and over his head. good luck playing Cheetah against him. He has to make grave mistakes. His wake-up game, although it can be blown up, he does have options between backdash and his parry shield if they jump and he's got enough wake-up frames. And then if you do want to hold it, he can just wake up Trident Rush, take away quite a bit of your health, and then either retreat or whatever. Again, he's stuck in Injustice 1. I know he's been changed a little bit, but he's just a bit too good. Here's one thing that I'll say. I'm playing Cheetah. I'm supposed to be like, I'm fairly sure she literally kills the Flash in one of the comics because she's so fast. I'm pretty sure she does, right? In one of the universes, okay? She's mental in the lore, right? She can attack Wonder Woman and Superman, and like her claws actually cut them and stuff, okay? So Aquaman summons a tentacle from the floor. I block it. If I dash forward into his range, after a blocked tentacle, it's his turn still. I can't blood lunge. He can down to it. It's his turn. It's always his turn. Too good. It's too good, guys. He needs more negative on a blocked tentacle because it's such a great check in the neutral. His down 2 needs to be either slower or its hitbox decreased, or I'd like it if it was also maybe a lot more whiff. I'd like all the down 2s to have a lot more whiff recovery, to be honest, but that's just a personal thing. So I'm not going to go on about the 4. I call them the pillars of Injustice 1 because these 4 are like the framework of competitive. You need to have these characters on your roster if you want to compete in Injustice 2, because the only way to counter these characters are either specific Injustice 2 character picks, Poison Ivy being one of them. We know Robin had a really good showing, but people don't know the matchup. Same thing with Cheetah. Tekken Master, he didn't know the matchup at all. He just did atrocious things. Like, it was very, very clear. He had no idea how to fight Cheetah, so well done to Nu for bringing Cheetah for a start. Excellent performance from him. He actually would have beat the guy that came second and made it into winners finals if he hadn't have dropped that last. She's got like a 1 to 2 frame link in the corner. I don't know why he'd go for it, but he did. He went for it, and he lost in the game. It's a shame, but great performance by Nu. The guy is so good. So all these characters that are, Bane's an Injustice 2 character. Catwoman's, she's really good. She's still an Injustice 2 character though, but she's she's one of the stronger ones. Green Lantern's, he's an Injustice 2 character by his back 1, which is an Injustice 1 move. It needs nerfing. Harley Quinn needs down 1 into Tantrum Stance not to be a link. She probably might need some other tweaks elsewhere. She's one of the strongest. Like, if they was to take these out the game, just remove them and Atrocitus, Harley Quinn would be top 5. Green Lantern would be top 5. Catwoman would be top 5. These are just my opinions, obviously, but that's how I feel. Wonder Woman, look, right, no advancing strings. Okay, so she's got no advancing strings, but she's got a great special, which is the Shield Bash, and she's also got Lasso. However, when she's in there, her strings have gaps. You can normal through the gaps. Her 2-2-3 should be a block string and +2 or +3. Aquaman has got a low starting advancing starter and it's plus. Hers is +12, but it's full combo punishable on block. Like, you just block the first 2 attacks and just hit her. You're thinking to yourself, okay, so you're thinking to yourself, oh, well, Ponkster then. Wonder Woman can just do the 2-2 and then not do the 3. She's still negative. It's still the opponent's turn. They just down 1 out of it. I'm not going to go too much on Wonder Woman because I actually think she's a good character. Again, as I said, if you take out the 4 main ones and you take out Atrocitus, I don't even think I've gone about Atrocitus, but Atrocitus is way too good. He's +30, does +30 block strings, and people moan about A-list. A-list was only ever +20 off a high. That was when he was at his worst. He does more chip than A-list has ever done. He's got more mix than A-list ever had. he's retarded, and you have to spend 1 bar of meter just to punish him when he's got the cat out. He can confirm blood puddle from full screen, and if he's got the cat out, he can restand you because he does blood thing into restand. He's too good. This character is so good. He's as good as the Injustice 1 characters, if not better. I actually think Atrocitus is top 3. Again, I could be way off the mark. There could be something we've not found out with Grodd or Scarecrow or something like that. Atrocitus for me, just off face value, and when you look at his kit, he's too good. His backdash and forward dash are as good as Cheetah's, and that is just not on. Like, I should have the matchup with Cheetah, because I should be able to just backdash for days when he gets cat up and just go ha, because I've got no advancing strings and he's got the best ones in the game. Probably bar Black Adam, but that's a high, so the Atrocitus has still got the best advancing strings in the game. I should be able to just get away. I'm a cheater. Puts Blood Shield up, I can't fly over his head because Blood Shield catches me and then he can convert into full combo. I can't backdash away because his low blood puddle thing just catches backdash at any point during the animation. And I can't backdash away because his forward dash is so good, puts Blood Shield up, forward dashes into me, catches me. He catches Cheetah. And look at the size of him. I mean, I know he's strong, I can get that he's strong, and sometimes strong people are fast as well. She's a cheetah. The only, Flash should be able to, catch up to me, or maybe something like that. He can't. Flash's forward dash and back dash are crap. Well, they're not crap. Okay, they're really good, but they're not. They don't cover as much range as his do. Too good, guys. Too good. So I'm just gonna. That's sort of my round off. Obviously, Poison Ivy's really good. I think the 2 things that need to happen is the wake ups need to go, where you can meter burn them and they're either safe or plus on block. It's just no. It needs to go. Or at least if they're meter burned on block, they need to be -10 or something. I don't know. Ultimately, they've just got to go. And you might be asking, well, what's the point in meter burning them on block? Well, it's armor break, to be honest with you. If you do meter burn against Darkseid's wake up, he can break through the armor by meter burning it. And it's the same thing with Deadshot. Now, sometimes if you've got enough plus frames, you can do a forward 3 or a back 3, and you can beat his the timing of it. Having said that though, if you're that plus on their knockdown and they don't notice you meter burning forward 3, then they wake up with it. They deserve to get punished, especially when they could just delay wake up and the forward stuff will whiff. Do you see what I'm getting at? There's got to be some sort of skill element based on the wake up game, because at the moment there isn't. You've got great players like Rio and Sonic Fox, they just wake up every single time. Hayate, now Robin's got a kind of balanced wake up in a way. Hayate woke up nearly every single time, they just meter burned it. Now what a lot of people don't know is his wake up's -3 when meter burn, that's why he's doing it. But there's a gap and you can meter burn back 3 every single time and you will catch him. So that again, that's Hayate abusing people's lack of matchup knowledge, so it's well played to him. That's not his fault that people don't know that, but that's an example of a wake up with a little bit of balance to it. If he wants to spend 1 bar a meter, you can trade resources to, at least you're trading resources for a full punish, so it's massively in your favour. And even if Robin does meter burn it, he's -3. It's your turn, you can down 1 check him, you can throw him. There's a mind game. Darkseid wakes up. Now I know he's not got the best close-up game, he's plus. He can do meter burn forward 3 if he wants, he can do down 1 into grab, he can just do grab. It's his turn. You can't disrespect it. How is that fair? How is it fair when you play a character that doesn't have many zoning, you finally get on top of him, he's building bar after bar in the neutral, you're having to hold all these air stuff, and I'm not saying Darkseid's a broken character because he's not, he's actually, in Injustice 2 he's a strong character, but compared to some of the Injustice 1 characters, or Atrocitus, or Deadshot, Poison Ivy, he's mid upper tier, he's not that great, but his wake up game is top tier, it's S tier, it's stupid. It's too easy. So that's kind of it. There's not too much I wanted to delve on. I just think less meter build on the zoning, maybe a little bit more projectile recovery on certain characters. I'm not too worried about that. I'm more worried about the meter build, and I'm more worried about the Oki game. It's too easy to wake up on this game. There's too many options for people to wake up with. Superman has a plethora of wake ups you have to worry about. Batman has a plethora of wake ups you've got to worry about. Aquaman has a plethora of wake ups you've got to worry about. Even Catwoman has a trait wake up which is plus on block. At least she's expending trait for it, but it's invincible and it's plus on block, so it's a massive, easy get out of jail free card. Green Arrow's got an insane wake up as well. I've not really tested it too much, but I'm fairly sure it's like low overhead or something, and I don't know if it's plus on block, but it's just too easy for him to just get up. For a zoner, for zoners to have these wake ups, the rushdown characters need to be as well equipped as Batman is at getting in. The Injustice 2 roster, like, no, like Captain Cold, no, like Grodd's pretty good at getting in actually. He's got some options, and you could say Cheetah as well, but Cheetah, she's not Batman. She doesn't get any guaranteed pressure off jump 1. She can be anti-air with many down 2s in the game. You know, she's not like she can dive. Like, you will never see someone down to, well, you might do, but it'll be very rare for you to see someone down to Black Adam's dive kick. They might down to his jumping. They won't. They will not on reaction down to. You can down to Cheetah's lunge like fairly easily. You know what, she does lunge and then dive. Like, it doesn't matter whether she's lunging, she's diving. You can down to. So Cheetah's only option then is to bait any down 2s or anything like that with a short lunge. But because she's got recovery on the short lunge, and then she has to dash in because she's got no advancing strings, it's still their turn. It's still their turn. So even that sort of approach to these incredible meter building zoners, it's still you know, a real, like, Deadshot's jump 1 is just an incredible air to air. His jump 1, it's so good. It's so good. And he's also got a pretty decent down 2 as well. So these zoner characters, they're 2 equipped, like Poison Ivy, balanced, would you say? Yeah, she's got great keep away, she's got great zoning. Maybe her drills do need to be a little bit more minus, maybe it needs to be addressed, but she's got no anti-air game. That's kind of balanced, would you not say? That's how it's supposed to work. Keep them away, but when they get in, you've got a disadvantage. Some characters have no disadvantage. Alright, I could babble on all day. Having said that, I've not really... Cheetah's really fun to play, but she's just so hard to play in this game, especially in ranked. Nobody blocks, so Cheetah's whole game is command grabs, and you will never get them in ranked, ever. Play a match, it's people just leave after one game, and I'm really not happy about that. I've not really tried rooms. I've never been much of a room fan, but Cheetah in a way is she's a conditioning character. You can't condition people in ranked. But she is really good, guys. But having said that, I don't know whether she sits right with me, but I still have lots of fun playing her. I'm looking forward to Starfire. I'm hoping Starfire's more of my thing, but we'll just have to see what happens on the reveal in regards to that. Thanks for watching. I hope I've not bored too many people, and let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know what your view on the characters is. Maybe there's a character that you think's really strong that I've not mentioned. But for me personally, I just feel like if they don't patch the game before Evo will be a few really high level players, like we're talking 5 to 10, playing random outlier characters because they're really high level players and beating people, and then the other really high level players playing the Injustice 1-4, Atrocitus, Deadshot and Ivy, and that's the game. Catwoman's also really good, but she still struggles. She's still, you know, you still have to play. You have to actually play the game and play well. She's got no free pressure or anything like that. You have to just kind of work your way in. And Green Lantern as well. You will see a lot more of him, but it's just because his back one's so good. If he didn't have back one, or these really like, even he's got like a really obnoxious wake up setup, you wouldn't see him. His zoning is ass, his projectiles are all ass, his strings are for the most part ass with no range, but just a couple of tools are just so wacky and out there that he can just win. So that's how it is. I hope we do see more characters going forward. There's so many good characters in the game. Oh, I forgot about Harley as well. She's she might need changing, but I'm not going to jump the gun on that one. And Bane is also really good fun, but again, Bane, it's match knowledge and the way Bane is as a character. He's so hype, but Bane's a lot about reads, and if you read right, you dominate the opponent. If you read wrong, you get dominated. So I really like Bane's design. I'm not too sure about his down one linking into the overhead drop. You know, on hit, you know, if you hit down one, it links into his overhead drop, but it's not too much damage. But other than that, I think he's pretty solid. So that's my opinions. That's it really. Nothing more to say. So thanks for watching. I hope you've liked it, and I'll see you next time.